going to be doing a tutorial on this look right here. It is featuring the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette because I just got this in the mail. I am late to the bandwagon, but I did get it when it was 50% off, so you know, only paid 20 bucks. I did have lashes on, but I forgot to film this intro, so we'll pretend like they're here. How about that? Alright, so if you want to see how to get this look, just keep on watching. Okay, done. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes with MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, and I went ahead and put China White and set my entire eyelid with that. And now I'm just going to go in with this like angled fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Courtney, which is this super warm like peachy shade, and I'm going to apply this into my crease, and I'm going to kind of create this winged shape. So I like using this angled brush just to kind of blend out into a wing shape. And this doesn't need to be super perfect. We're really just using this color to kind of map out the shape that we're going for, since we're going for something very pointed and elongated. Okay, now that we have that shape mapped out, I'm going to go ahead and go into the color Star Power, which is the bright hot pink. And I'm just going to take this, it's like a flat liner brush. So I'm just going to basically go and make that exact shape. Instead of it just being diffused, we're going to actually draw it out. I am starting with the like winged portion, and I'm going more so straight out than upward, so that way it's like an extension of the lower lash line, but not up towards the tail of the brow, more so like if it were going to be perpendicular to the brow. And I'm also going to be taking this color through the crease, so I'm going to kind of look down into my mirror, that way I can get a full view of where the socket is. And I'm just going to continue that from the very tip of that wing and bring it over into the crease, which you'll notice my crease is actually a little bit lower than where I'm putting this line, and that's just because we want to be able to see it when our eyes are open. So we're going just a little bit above. And then I'm going to fill in that area with the pink. Then I'm just going to take that same blending brush that we used in the very beginning, and I'm going to pick up just a small amount of that Star Power color and blend it along the edge in that new crease line that we made. And I'm really wanting to diffuse it because we want it to be kind of smoked out on the top. And I'm just going back and forth, packing on color and blending it out, just so that way we don't lose any of the pigment that we once had. We want the edges to be diffused, but the actual outer corner here to be fully saturated. And I'm even going to bring this in right there towards the bridge of my nose in that inner socket. And I'm really just using whatever's left on my brush for this. Now I'm going to dip into the color Black Rainbow, which the sparkles don't show up with the way that I'm using it, but that's okay. I'm just going to take a really small angled brush And I'm going to create almost like doing a cut crease, but we're not going to like actually go in and like cut the crease. But we're gonna follow those same steps. So I'm going to do a wing on this outer corner. And now I'm going to bring it up in the same shape that I brought the pink, and we're just going to very carefully and I'm going very slow because I want to make sure that I keep it even between both eyes. Since we don't have like concealer on our side to like help clean this up, we want to be super precise. It does look pretty even to me. Now I'm just gonna go in and perfect that line. Okay, now I'm just gonna take that brush that we used for the pink, and I'm gonna kind of run this along the edges just to kind of blend them a little bit. Because I want it to be sharp, but I don't want it to be super harsh. And I'm actually going to take the color Vanity, which is this really, really deep brown, but it's so pigmented, and when it goes on it almost looks black. And I'm using this to kind of blend out the bottom edge. You can kind of see it on this eye where it's very, you know, smoked in that where the two lines meet. So just using that Vanity color to achieve that. And then I'm going to go back in with Star Power, which was the hot pink, and kind of like go over the black line. And this is really going to help smudge and blend it out. That way it creates more of that diffused look for the black line. It almost gives it a little bit more of a purple tone too whenever you start blending, so it creates an even better blend. Then I'm going to go in and blend it out with that very first blending brush that we used. And then I'm going to go in a little bit more with the black brilliance, or sorry, black rainbow color, and touch up the black. And I'm only touching up a thin line, so that way whenever we started, you know, blending over the black, you know, it got very diffused and almost looks purple. So I'm only going to go over where I want the blackest parts to be, which is going to be right there in that outermost part, almost like if we had a, you know, an actual liquid liner there. Now I'm going to go in with Painterly Paint Pot again, and the only spot that I'm really going to carve out is this inner part right here, and I just want to make sure that that's coming to a point. As we're going to go into the color Princess now, which is this light iridescent pink, and we're going to pack that onto the lid. And as I go throughout the look, I'll notice like if one side is more pigmented in one spot, and so that's why I'm just kind of going back and forth with very minimal product on my brush, just making sure that everything is even on both sides and that one side is not more pigmented than the other, or one side has more of one color than the other, because we want it to be balanced. So now that the eyeshadow is pretty much done, we need to do our lower lash line, which is very simple to do. So I'm just gonna go into Star Power, which is the hot pink. And with a pencil brush, I am just putting this on the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna go back into Princess, which was that light iridescent pink. Pop it on that inner portion of the lower lash line. Then going in with the slightest bit of Black Rainbow and lining just that outer half of the lower lash line, making sure to connect it with the winged part of that shadow. Because we all want this to be kind of like one coherent line. Now I'm just going to add some mascara. Okay, and the lashes that I'm using are these babies right here. They are the Eyler Nicole Guerrero #143 lashes. So they come in this package here, and they look like this. Now this is my second use for these, and honestly these lashes I feel like you could use like freaking 20 times because of how, I don't know, whatever they're made out of, because they're definitely very synthetic, but they are so like sturdy. Go get you some. And as I wait for that to get tacky, I'm going to do my liner. So I'm first going to line my tight line, so the waterline on the top, with the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon. This is the black one. And we're just gonna put that up in there. And then I'm going to take the NYX Faux Whites Inner Eye Brightener in Lavender Blush. So this is one of my new faves, and we're just gonna put that in the bottom waterline. Okay, now I'm going to put on these lashes. Okay, and that's the finished eye look. Okay, so I've already contoured and I used the NYX Taupe blush. And now for blush, I'm going to take the Morphe 9B blush palette and take this bright pink one. But a little goes a long way. And for highlight, I'm actually going to take the Princess shade in the palette. Okay, so I'm going to take the Smashbox liquid lipstick in Girl Gang and apply this. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.